Let's talk about the matter at hand, the Teddy Glow update. Hila, how are you feeling?
I feel much better now.
You had a day and people reaching out, and
yes,
there's lots of support, which was really nice.
yes, so much. I don't know where to begin. Where shall we?
Well, let's see. So we made a post on Teddy Glow. In fact, let's start by showing the post that started it all, I guess, you know. Let's see.
It was
First, before we start talking about this, let me just emphasize that people, please do not message or interact with any of these people we're talking about.
Yes.
There's some people that we feel acted inappropriately and cruelly against us, but they're at the same time also just, you know, private. Well, they're they're models, but like they're not internet people in the same way we are. So, and anyway, just that doesn't help anything. Your support has been extraordinarily appreciated. But anyway, I just want to say for the record, please do not go to any of these people and message them or comment on their stuff.
I want to add to that too. Don't try to speculate. Like if you're not sure who did what or who said what, don't try to speculate and message the ones that to find out or anything like that. Because I've heard from like one model, for example, who didn't pick a side. If anything, she was supporting me in all of this, that she's also getting now messages, you know, because people
I'll make that clear.
Wrongfully are messaging.
I'll make that clear.
And either way, I know that everybody's, you know, unhappy to see what happened, but yeah, messaging them just doesn't help anybody.
So anyway, this is the post, right?
Yeah, it was like our two amazing looks.
You know what's funny? There's like a snark makeup guru subreddit.
Yeah.
Which I'm hearing now from everybody that Reddit is now suggesting to them like crazy.
Including myself. Now it's being recommended to me on my
Dude, Reddit needs to be held accountable. What they're doing on that website and pushing people into these snark subreddits is extraordinarily fucked up.
Yeah.
But obviously, the snark people were being super mean to Hila about everything. And I don't take it seriously because they're snarkers, but there was one comment I thought was actually a sneak compliment. They said, and by the way, there's no way that they actually used the palette to do these looks.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. I was like, they did.
They did.
So
that is a massive compliment.
I was like, hell yeah.
Idiots.
Yeah, idiots, right? So here's the post.
So it started with this post, and then I don't know how much to go into the things, but like it's been a while now that I kind of work with people and we don't tag people because of the harassment that everybody that works with me ends up getting.
Yeah, it's been like that for a long time.
So we've stopped tagging people, and then I noticed the makeup artist that we worked with, I noticed at some point after we posted that in their story, they shared this and said something like...
So here's the first one. Are you managing diabetes? Lower your A1C.
I think we're okay.
Without finger sticks. The Freestyle Libre 3 Plus sensor. Shut up.
That's what they said?
Do I look diabetic to you?
That's not the first one. Oh, it is the first one. Sorry.
So you want to explain what you're looking at here?
That's so the makeup artist, he had 2 assistants.
Okay.
And then so he was given a shout out to one of the assistants, or to both of them who did these looks, because he did other looks.
Yeah.
The assistants did these 2.
Okay.
He was given a shout out for them, and I was just going through his stories, and I was like, oh, interesting. Okay, so he shared it, so good luck for all of us. And then I keep going through his stories, and I get to the next story.
What do you mean?
You'll see.
He was spilling her drink all over the place.
And there, I see this one. A few stories after he shared that.
So who posted this? Him?
Him.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, oh, yeah, makes sense.
So I'll read it. He goes, I don't stand with any government or force that thrives on oppression. I stand with the liberation and safety of all people living under oppression. Truly a brave stance, by the way.
Now, before I want to also make it clear that after I saw that, I texted him because he's the one that I actually have a phone number of. The rest I don't. I texted him and I was like, I gave him my perspective on everything, and he did send me a really nice message back.
That's good.
That is not like ashamed of what we've done together, or it's not.
He didn't erase his stuff, as far as I saw.
He never posted it. It's
I
just
never
one
posted
story.
It was just a story.
But I think he sent me a really nice message, so I just want to make that clear. I don't want this to become a witch hunt on anybody.
Well, it's also worth acknowledging on the other hand that I understand how scary it is when you get mobbed by a bunch of lunatics who are like, you support genocide. Your career is over, buddy. And then you get like super defensive because you're like, I don't support genocide. What are you talking about?
Yeah, especially when you're not used to it. You're not used to backlash. You do something like makeup or whatever. You're not used to being thrown into the middle of this.
And then also like being mobbed by like 100 people telling you the same thing is is like what you. It makes sense that you would just believe them. You're like, this can't be just made up, right? Like 100 psychopaths all saying the same thing.
And again, when you're not used to it, that feels like a million people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And they continue. My art, my voice will always belong to those fighting to live freely and without fear. That's who I create for. That's where my art stays. Apologies to anyone I've offended. Honestly, I didn't have a big problem with it until the last line. He's like, apology to anyone I've hurt or offended. For what? I just was like, okay. But at this point, it wasn't really a big deal. It was just him.
Wasn't, and at least in this one, like, he didn't call anybody by name.
Yeah.
He didn't make it about me or about Kitty Glow.
Yeah.
But that was the first one I saw.
I think he made he made an effort to remain professional.
To just let people know where his heart is and still acknowledge something. I understand the statement. It does hurt to see it.
Oh, Jolly St. Nick's in chat. He says, I hope Hila's doing well.
Thank you.
A model from the photo shoot then started posting about it. Was this the same day?
So this one crushed me because I really like the model. And we've had some... Well, we like interviewed her or them a while ago for a potential job. That didn't happen, but I was like, when the makeup launches, we're definitely going to work with you because I love your look. And then the photo shoot came up and we reached out. And so I felt like we had some, like a little bit of a bond there that happened.
She knew you.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Not enough.
Not like personally.
Weren't strangers.
To a degree. I mean, I don't think they know anything about me necessarily, but, had a few interactions.
Was this the same day or like the next day? I think it was the same day.
I think it was the same day.
Like a couple hours later. Oh, no. I think what happened in the night, I saw that first one.
Right.
And then in the morning, I woke up and this was the first thing I saw.
Yeah.
And I was like, great.
Yeah.
So this is one of the models. She wrote this. Actually, no, I think it's fair to say which one it was, because just so that the other girl who didn't say it, at least it was this model.
Yeah.
Again, this is not a call to interact or harass her, or
no,
not even harass, but just leave her alone, right? That's not my purpose in saying that. Just to be clear. So here it is. It was brought to my attention that the brand owner of the makeup brand I modeled for is in support of Israel. I find that phrasing so interesting too. It's not even like is in support of genocide, just in support of Israel. It's like, what does that mean? I mean, she was born there. I'm disgusted, to say the least. When I was presented this job, I had no knowledge of this and would have said no otherwise. I've always been vocal about my support for Palestine and all oppressed and marginalized groups under an oppressive system. I know where my heart and core values lie. All photos have been deleted off my page, and I do not align myself with that brand. One mistake doesn't determine my entire identity nor heart moving forward, and I will be diligent about the brands and people I work with. Now, that's a fascinating statement she made at the end there. But what was your thoughts on this one?
Yeah, that's the one that really wait, what, Ducky? I don't know. Yeah, I started to feel so depressed when I saw this one, because it's like, first of all, none of what is said here is true. Second of all, it just makes me feel like anybody that comes close to me then feels like they have to apologize and be completely disgusted that they interacted with a Zionist. It's like, I don't know, there's like so many levels to it that
I think it's not even so much the message, which was very nasty and extremely unprofessional.
And then I didn't even have her phone number, or we weren't following each other, I guess, on Instagram. So I went to try to DM her and I couldn't on Instagram. I had her email and I sent an email, never got a reply back after this.
But it's not so much the email as it is like, this is what we expect now every time we interact with anybody online. Any partner, sponsor, model, makeup person, creator, literally anybody we interact with is like being pressured by a mob of psychopaths to say something like this, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it was like almost immediately after the post, someone that Hila knew and worked with, and now it ended up being 3 people from the shoot who made a comment, right?
Yeah, so
3 out of like 5 people that were there.
No, there were more.
2 models, 2 assistants.
Or there? No, there were 3 models. 3 models.
I only saw those 2.
Yeah, no. There's another model. 3 models, 2 assistants, hair and makeup, and photographer.
So I mean, it was like half. Immediately, like, I had no idea I was working for an Israeli. I would have never fucking taken the job. Which again, I'm not blaming people for being reactive. I do think it was deeply unprofessional. But I wish people would just just be a little more thoughtful. It's like, she did not choose to spawn in. She didn't choose her spawn point. Right? Sometimes you spawn in a shitty spot and you get sniped before you even get a chance to move. Like, she did not choose her fucking spawn point. So don't call the person on your team shitty who got sniped immediately for getting a bad spawn point. Do you follow?
Kind of.
I'm saying I wish people would just fucking stop blaming people for where they're born.
Yeah.
Isn't that common knowledge? Don't we all know? Don't we all know that? Thought we all knew that. Right? This girl's kind of big too, though. She has like 100,000 followers.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a large Instagram model character. So yeah, pretty depressing. I mean, here's another one. Oh, goes by they. Apologies. The person who says I will be more diligent to work with people that don't support Israel in the future is fascinating, because on her resume, these are all on the BDS list, but nobody cares. Nobody gives a fuck, right, about that. I'll tell you what's the craziest one is that these people work with Trisha.
So that's the next person.
One of these people works with Trisha.
Yeah. So then after
Trisha's able to go on Broadway, she's able to have sponsorships. She's able to live her life like unfucking bothered by a horde of psychopaths, because her snark got removed for no fucking apparent reason, right?
So the next one is Selena, and she was the makeup assist. And once I saw her also say that, I was like, okay, I'm
3 now. It's it's just, I mean, you wanted...
I was telling Ethan, like, I think it's time to just quit everything, like, just disappear from the internet altogether.
Well, Trisha Paytas, I'm going to keep this up. because it's important for you guys to know that the people who are trying to ruin our lives for being Israeli, there's like a massive picture. I don't know why. I don't know why it's not showing up in the Google search. Someone send me this, please. I mean, there's this one too. Why are the pictures so small? Here. Anyway, let me pull up her statement. Makeup assistant speaks out against Teddy Glow. So this is the girl who's been really wilding. Or is it the other girl?
I don't know what you mean really wilding. It's just another statement.
Well, one of them has been really nasty and just continues to like be more inflammatory. I don't know who. I know. I'll read this one from one of the assistants now. The third person. Although I'm proud of the looks I contributed to for this campaign, it's unfortunate to hear about the brand owner and her support of Israel.
Again, like the brand owner and her support, it's like we were there together and interacted, you know, it just feels so weird to then see people talk about me like that. And like not
She was born there, is that what you mean? Like
no,
I mean,
but like
what the fuck?
How about try to reach out or ask me or do some Google yourself? I don't know what's the appropriate thing, but I feel like immediately rushing to make a statement like this about somebody you spent. I mean, the shoot was a long day, a whole day. We all spent together. It's very intimate. Everybody feels bonded on a shoot like that.
Yep.
We all had a great day. We loved the photo shoot. Like, so, you know, it feels like crazy to see this.
Well, it just feels like anti-Semitism is the noble racism. Like there's never been, at least in my world, I'm sure like if you go back in the day, people consider probably like racism against black people to be noble, right? In some circles. But it feels like in leftist circles, hating Jewish people is just the noble. It's okay to be racist. I saw this one post. It was fascinating. I think it was on the subreddit. It was a picture of a woman. It was a tattoo of a woman with a Nazi swastika tattooed on her arm. It was a tattoo of a woman tattooed with a swastika on her arm. And the caption was, first of all, I want you guys to know that the client who had this done is not racist, and it's disgusting that you would even suggest that. The problem she has is not with black people, it's with the Jews. And I think that you really should look into it because there's a lot, you know, there's a lot of legitimate grievances there. So they go, they're not racist. They just hate Jewish people.
This is a real post?
Yeah. I saw a picture of it. It's on our subreddit, I think. It was pretty fucking
Jesus.
Pretty insane cognitive dissonance that I've seen.
That's fucking wow.
Let me try to find it. Oh, you found it. Wonderful. Thank you. Check this out. Hey, I'm more of a lurker, but a local tattoo posted this on our socials. I'm a bit stunned. This is Australia. Unsure of privacy rules. Okay, well, got nothing to do with me. I can't believe someone would get this tattooed on them and be so ignorant. So check this out. So here is this girl. She's got the SS pin on, and she's wearing a Nazi hat. Kind of looks like Trisha.
No, I don't see that.
Oh, okay. So here's what they wrote. To anyone offended by this, please know this client is not racist. He has zero issue with people of color. If this tattoo was about that, I would tell him to get the fuck out of my studio. No tolerance for racism here. This, for him, is about the Jews. And then asterisks on the E, because it's a slur, apparently. Don't believe the history you've been taught, and do your research on who runs the world, and not in a good way. So racists, get out.
I love that we both run the world, but also like I can't get this harassment of me to stop. You know, if I was running things, I would be able to.
Can't we get our snark subreddit shut down when everybody else in the world seems to have no problem doing it?
Yeah.
This blows my fucking mind.
It's pretty wild, right?
I thought for sure what you were describing was not true.
It's real. No, it's a real post. And
gorgeous. People say.
Oh, here's the comments. The Witch of Buchenwald, gorgeous. The art is awesome. 6 million washed and deloused. 30+ million Christians were exterminated by the Jews in the Bolshevik Revolution, though. Exactly. The concentration camp. Oh, this is the author who's against racism, by the way. The concentration camp had a swimming pool, a theater, and library, and no gas chambers.
What? Where have you been?
So.
What?
That's what's going on in some place somewhere in Australia.
You know, it almost makes me feel like I'm the crazy one for like accepting the Holocaust happened and these atrocities happened. It's just like, are people that fucking just delusional and crazy?
Yes. The problem is the internet, right?
Yeah.
These fringe people who have like paranoid delusional personality disorders, who obsess over all conspiracy theories, and at the heart of every good conspiracy theories, it's always the Jews. They've been given the platform, the means, the places to influence people who are not as crazy as them, but who are very impressionable, right? And it's made a lot of these. Well, I mean, listen, Nazis took over Germany before the internet happened. So I mean, I don't know. This stuff happens, but it does.
Yeah.
Stephen Bradley said, "I'll never know how hard it is to go through this, but in standing strong against this is the greatest lesson you can give your kids. Parents like you are giving me hope that we are not completely screwed. Love you all." Thank you, Stephen.
Thank you.
Appreciate you. It's just so weird, right? And then when you go to these woke leftists, and I keep going back to the Hassans. Hassan, super woke, right? Against anti-Semitism. Hates Israel, obviously, but not Jewish people. He sat against me in a debate and made it very clear to my face that I am hallucinating anti-Semitism. That holding a Nazi swastika, a Nazi fucking hilted sword, right? It is not weird at all. And I'm crazy.
Place.
I will not stay in my place. But also, like, when you realize that these people work for all these BDS companies, and the one that really blows my mind always is that they work with Trisha. Trisha literally was paid by Israel and flew a giant Israeli flag from her house. Now, this is clearly not about Palestine. If we're the enemy and she is not, this is clearly not to do. I don't know what it has to do with, but if you guys are supporting her and attacking us, which by all means, that's what it seems like, this is not about Palestine.
Can I just ask them a somewhat of a tangential question here?
Sure.
Why was the state of Israel spending money on Trisha Paytas making this post?
I'm not. Oh, you know why?
What was the
I have no idea.
So Trisha's always been obsessed with Jews in Israel.
I see. Visit. It must like the tourism.
Yeah, it's a
board or
tourism
something?
thing. Yeah.
Okay.
But she was trying to be big in Israel for a long time. You guys didn't see it, but they were working behind the scenes, her and Moses. She even had like a little reality show or something, a pilot or
I
something.
remember from the time when we were still talking or something, weren't they planning like a wedding in Israel? They were planning a wedding here, a wedding in Israel.
She thought like, if I can't be big in America, maybe I can be big in Israel.
Yeah.
That's the thing people don't understand. She loves fucking... Look at this, man. I mean, what the fuck? When are you ever going to catch me getting paid by the state of Israel to fly? Like, what the fuck is this? And by the way, this was not that long ago. So why is it, right, that everybody we work with...
But you didn't show why we're talking about it, because the last girl that made this statement...
This girl.
She has a Trisha post pinned on her page.
Fantastic,
so
right?
The most proud of that work.
She says, again,
so much
it's unfortunate to hear this brand owner supports Israel. Pinned, by the way. Pinned. So you tell me, what the fuck is this about? Right? Is it still pinned? And then, I mean, here she is cosplaying as an IDF soldier. She came to my Passover dinner dressed up as a fucking IDF soldier in a beret, which is psychotic. Actually, I think this is what she wore.
Yeah,
this is what she wore.
Sounds so nice.
Yeah,
We're gonna have a little Jewish dinner tonight.
It was just bizarre,
it
man.
was.
Right? Like, we don't, that's not how we walk around. Just for the record. Right?
I wonder if her love, it all started with the Zohan. Like
That's an interesting point.
I know that she loves that movie.
And by the way,
She was an Adam Sandler stan in general, right?
Mm-hmm.
yeah, she bought a bunch of his
Which,
clothing.
fair.
Yeah.
Well, maybe not the clothes buying part, but
Mm.
enjoying Adam Sandler films.
She
Yeah.
did. Um,
And then the
people tell Hila she's the raider of Ramallah. Dude, Moses was literally in the military unit. He flew a fucking battle helicopter in the army for 3 years.
the thing also is like you said, the language keeps getting so vague. Like her support
Yes.
of Israel.
Yes.
Okay, do you care to expand? Like
I was born
like,
there.
what about
Do I want everybody there to die? I mean, some people would say that's
everybody
support
here
Israel.
that's now unhappy with the government? Or are you guys still supporting America? Like,
I mean,
if America does horrible things, as an American, are you allowed to still like care about what happens to America, or care about your family that lives in America?
I mean, that sounds outrageous, but it's the same logic. It's the exact same. I mean, it's even worse because America is, I mean, as bad as the shit Israel's doing, which is terrible, America is the dawn of that shit, right? Like 1 million Iraqis killed and I mean, what the fuck, right? but yet you live here. Interesting. Oh, yet you were born here. Racist. People always sidestep this question. I asked it of Hassan, and he never answered it. And people act like it's such a crazy, outrageous question, but it's really not. Imagine one day a group of Native Americans from a reserve roll up to a nearby suburb and just start blowing up and killing everybody there because it's their land and they want it back. And it is, right? By the same logic. Would you be okay with that? Would you just say that's okay? You know what? They're right. We're not going to respond. We need to move out of our house. They're right. Is that because that's the same? Am I wrong? I mean, that's literally the same logic. The only difference is like 100 years. So is it just a matter of time that makes the difference? Where being born somewhere, when do you stop being a colonizer? You know what I mean? Is it 100 years? Is it 200 years? I don't know. Nobody wants to actually even really engage that point.
And then when I say that they are hating me because I'm from Israel, then the snarkers are like, oh, what a way to miss the whole, what a way to be the victim. Yeah, they're only coming after you because you're Israeli. It's like, well, then explain, like, what is your criticism? Because
That's
whenever
obviously
we
the
actually
case.
go into the details, everything changes all the time. Like, if I actually apologize for something, then no, that wasn't the problem. It's something else,
It's,
I saw now on that beauty guru or whatever subreddit, somebody was trying to argue with someone in the comments on my behalf, like say, these things are out of context, or she never said that. And then they're like, no, you were not listening. I said she
saw
doesn't
that.
announce the IDF. Now it's like she never, what is the word?
So the comment
She
was
never denounced the IDF. Like,
the comment was
there's always
Hila's
something.
against the genocide and she doesn't support Israel and what they're doing. And the comment was, no, you didn't hear what I said. She
Yeah.
hasn't denounced the IDF. Okay. Anyway, so that happened there. And listen, you guys, I don't talk about this because it's painful and I don't want people to know. But I'll say, I mean, it's from a professional perspective, our entire lives are ruined. Collaborations, partners, business partners, employees, creators, friends. Brittany Broski just completely stopped responding to me for no reason. We were really good buddies, texting, hanging outside of the podcast, and I understand her career is important, but like, I just find it fascinating that everybody is so against racism. I do not support racism. I fucking hate racism. It's the worst thing you can be. But the minute you actually stand to sacrifice something for your principles, then it's mom's the word. I don't know him. I never talked to him. Lose my number. I don't want to be involved. Now, listen, I understand the reason that you don't want to get involved, because it's a fucking shit show. And if you did voice your support, and any time you hung out with us, you'd get
the same kind of harassment that we've been getting for the last 2 years, 2+.
It's even worse. You become a target.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like a one-time thing, right? Like, you enter the universe of people who have remained friends with them. But yeah, I mean, like, we had a shoe collaboration we had working on for a long time, back and forth. It came out beautifully. It was so great. It was a small shoe company.
The shoes were already made.
Yeah, they were done. They were basically done a week from release.
Yeah.
And it was really exciting because they were really high quality, nice shoes. And a week before the release, the owner calls us and says, "Hey, listen, basically we can't do the collab." I have like two store owners who said, like, two managers who said they'll quit if we drop the shoe because you're Zionist or something. And his thing was like, listen, I don't know what it's about, and like they're apologetic, right? But at the same time, we're not doing that collab, right? People are not answering our email. That's why Hila wanted to quit. How the fuck are you supposed to grow a business and, participate in this space? I feel like serial rapists and murderers get treated the same way.
Like I know people that worked on somebody like James Charles' shoot, and they're treating me the same way.
I don't think he gets treated as badly.
The makeup beauty
I think people have moved on. I think people are fine with James Charles now. It's truly mad. That's what it feels like. It feels like I fucking raped or murdered someone, right? And I got away with it. That's what it feels like, and that's how people talk about us. They said they'll quit their job if they go through with the collaboration. But then also pinning a post of them with Trisha. I mean, this is a separate thing, but the same type of person.
Mm-hmm.
So, yes, again, I've not talked about it because what's the fucking point? But slowly over the years, it's gotten to the point where worse and worse, more partners, more sponsors, more friends,
I mean, there are people that enjoy working with us, but even since this happened, they explained to me on Instagram that they're scared to be tagged in our stuff because of the harassment that they get, and they're like, listen, I'm not mentally stable enough to handle all this. Like, I'd rather just not, because it's too scary. So yeah.
And so, like, this is kind of the space that we've been existing in mentally. And then when Hila does this photo shoot, and 3 of the 6 people immediately are like, I denounce and erase and, fuck the owner who supports genocide and supports Israel, whatever that means. It just feels like...
Also, trying to get people to do this show with me was not easy.
Right.
I had a few people in mind already that I've worked with before, and I thought, oh, we'll definitely shoot this together. We talked about it before. And when it was time to do it, they didn't want to associate with me anymore.
Yeah. It's so obviously racism, but like, it's so frustrating. It's so fascinating to me. that all these extraordinarily progressive woke people are participating in a racist hate campaign, and to them it's just no big deal. It's like nobody wants to fucking sacrifice a single mote, a single dust of anything that they have to actually stand up to do the right thing. Right? That's what it feels like. And, you know, it's hard not to. And I say that while understanding why people do that. But I'll say this, someone like Brittany Broski, I think I don't think I'll ever forgive her. Like, I don't know how far in the future or if this ever becomes a thing where like it blows over. I don't know. But like, I don't think I can ever forgive a friend for just completely ghosting me because of a fucking racist hate campaign that's been targeted to me. And she's been targeted by the same people, by the way, ironically, for not talking about it at all. I remember she was targeted. Like, Brittany hasn't mentioned the genocide. She must be pro-Israel. And so she made a statement after being badgered by it for a while. And I guess part of her offering to this group of deranged internet activists was stop being friends with Ethan. The amount of friends and associates that we've lost, you know, it's unreal. I mean, it's just unreal. It really is. There's almost nobody left, frankly. Mm-hmm. Like in the creator space, in the fashion space, in the makeup space, forget about it. You know, if we launched this like a year or 2 years ago, not a year ago, pre-October.
October 7.
Like, we could have had like Bella Porch, Pokimane, all kinds of different friends we could reach out to and work with on this. These people are not going to talk to us now. And I understand why, clearly. I'm not, and by the way, these people are not like close friends like I was with Brittany Broski, so I don't mean to even really cast blame onto them in that way. But the point is that the stigma is there, and it's so strong. And it's literally just because Hila was born somewhere. Because if it was anything else, then why are these people working with Trisha?
And I cannot stand, like, please don't tell me that is not why. Because
that's part of the crazy making that anti-Semites do.
Because it is why.
Beginning of time.
Everything that I say doesn't matter. When I apologize, it doesn't matter. They don't hear it. When I say I don't support Bibi and the government,
when
they
you
don't hear
donate,
it.
It's not enough. When you denounce it, you didn't say it right.
We donated. Nobody cares. What did I say? Did I care about my family there?
Yeah, that I don't think people that civilians should be slaughtered. That I think it's a little complicated, right? To say the least, to expect, third generation Israelis to give their fucking property away. Third generations, bro. How long you lived in America, motherfuckers? Not that much longer at this point. People have been living there for 100 years now in Israel, right? You're a third generation, I think. Your parents were both.
My parents were born in Israel.
Her parents were born in Israel. That's how long her family's been there.
And that made me second generation?
I guess that would make you second generation, yeah. I mean, what's the difference? 100 years? But it's okay now in America. Because I don't see these people lining up to give their homes away. Or all their belongings away. Or their money away. I don't see them doing that. So clearly what it is, it's just not enough time, right? That's the only difference. Which is a really fucking interesting argument to make. Nuance is dead. It is. And again, you say, oh, people are constantly crazy making you. Like, how dare you call me anti-Semitic? Like Sam Cedar. How dare you say it's anti-Semitic of you to say that Hassan is anti-Semitic for saying it's a Jew. Anyone who's had a positive feeling about Israel is not fit to walk a dog. Never forget the great Sartre quote. Never believe that anti-Semites are completely unaware of the absurdity of their replies. They know Their remarks are frivolous and open to challenge, but they amuse themselves, for it is their adversary who is obliged to use words responsibly. Since he believes in words, the anti-Semites have the right to play. They even like to play with discourse, for by giving ridiculous reasons, they discredit the seriousness of their interlocutors. They delight in acting in bad faith, since they seek not to persuade by sound arguments, but to intimidate and disconcert. If you press them too closely, they will abruptly fall silent, loftily indicating by some phrase that the time for argument is past. And I mean, it's still true. You know, you can't even claim that there's anti-Semitism without invoking a whole fucking wave of hate just for. Look at the Jew cries out in pain. You know, the fuck. And it's a very, like, I think a lot of these people don't know they're being racist, right? But they are. I mean, they're participating in it. What's this? This was what we already looked at. This one was kind of fascinating. Somebody wrote her just trying to be actually a really thoughtful message. So it wasn't harassy at all, but they're like, just so you know, like you're missing a lot by calling Hila this and denouncing them. I wrote them a really thoughtful message, and her response was, I ain't reading all that. Have a good day. Crying, laughing emoji. But I just find that so fascinating because it's like, so you're against racism, right? Do not send messages, by the way. This was a very thoughtful message, and I don't think they even responded to this. We do not need more messages from them. Thank you. Do not do it. Do not do it. I'm not going to open another one. Don't post the DMs. Don't post the conversations. I'm not going to show them. So don't even try. Right? Here's a post. This is just from their public Instagram account. The one of the makeup artists. She has pinned the post with Trisha. Wait, where's the post? She has. This is the one. Yeah. Mm-hmm. From November 2nd. Yeah, man. Why is that okay? So she's had this pinned for over a year and nobody's harassed her for that, eh? Nobody's asked, hey, why do you have a Zionist pinned to your... You know what I always hear from people like Sam Cedar and Hassan? They go, most Zionists are not even Jews. It's like, okay, well, why am I the one being harassed then? And Trisha is nobody. I don't see anyone asking Trisha for being a Zionist. Okay, there's tons of Christian Zionists. Where are they fucking being protested exactly? Why is it always outside of a synagogue or a Jew's house or fucking on my page, right? It sure happens to seem that they always find the Jewish Zionists, quote unquote Zionists, whether or not they are, it doesn't really seem to matter. Yeah. It's crazy. It's crazy business, man. And this post was just from a year ago. When you take your boyfriend's Israeli identity and all the comments are free Palestine and you're just trying to figure out what Palestine even is and why it needs to be freed. It's crazy. Like she was like just straight up nasty about it. She was flippant. Like it was straight up like, I don't care. And this one, she's like, we're for Israel, fuck Palestine. And Moses had the good sense to be like, we're filming this, so let's not. But trust me, I've known Moses long enough, and I know that motherfucker I know where his heart is, okay? Let me tell you. It's here. All right? So what, seriously, why, I mean, can somebody answer why is it okay that she works with Trisha but has to denounce us? Why is that?
Some may deem it interesting.
It is interesting, isn't it? Some may deem it interesting, yeah.
Possibly.
I don't understand how Trisha gets a pass. She was tap dancing for Israel less than 2 years ago. Yeah. Yeah. And I don't know if you guys even knew that, but she was trying to build a whole career in Israel. Right? So that's what's going on there. And I guess that's basically, I don't know if there's more to say about it. But like, I mean, the fate of this, a lot of people are receiving the makeup, and I'm seeing that everybody is loving it, which I knew they would. And I'm very happy, but I don't know how a brand can survive if anyone with any following is treat you like you're Bill Cosby or something, or like Chris D'Elia. I didn't even do anything. Right? I didn't even do anything. So that's what that is. That's why Hila wanted to quit everything. I thought you were just I don't know. You want to talk about it?
Well, yeah, Ethan was like, I guess it was like, what, like Teddy Fresh? Like, and I was like, no, everything.
She's like, the podcast. And I was like, no.
Also,
that's the only reason anyone supports us, man. Without the podcast, I'd be fucking.
But also, the more I thought about it, I was like, I want to quit when I want to quit and when I make that decision, not because people are pushing me out to do it and give them that satisfaction.
Yeah, but I truly don't know how Teddy Glow will work as a brand long term if it's like this. We can't work with anyone. Can't work with any creators, influencers. You can't live on an island, bro. It's just not impossible.
It's already been like that. That's already what our reality has been with Teddy Fresh and everything.
I'm sorry you're dealing with this, Hila. It's despicable the way people are. I know I support you guys through and through, and it's awful the way people are, the way the world is.
Thank you. Yeah, I agree, and I mean, thank you to everybody here and our audience as well. I mean, that's
our audience was extremely supportive and kind.
Yeah.
And again, so grateful, despite everything we've been through, to still have like a significant core audience that supports us, that knows who we are, right? That's the only reason we've been able to continue pushing, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there'd be no point otherwise. It'd just be no point. So thank you guys. And that's what that is. And that's what's going on in my